Great. Yeah. Yeah. Well, go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Then is that okay? So another 2 bars in. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for going to the toilet very quickly and being ready to sing. Okay, so we have to be quite quick because we need to get going. My name's Anne. I'm project manager of the Friday Afternoons project. I'm very, very excited to see you all here. The rehearsal sounded fantastic, so well done to you all for learning the songs so well. Just so you know, there are schools and choirs and groups all over the country, and actually further afield all over the world as well, singing these songs, Nico's songs, today, this afternoon, at the same time as you. So you are not the only ones doing this, which is absolutely amazing to think of all those children singing at the same time. Most of you will know, I'm sure, we are filming this performance. We're live streaming it, so it will be live on our website, and that starts in about a minute's time. So, first of all, I just want to introduce you all. You might have noticed some strange guests coming in at the back. They're not really strange, actually, but there's a mini audience at the back. So, can you all just turn around and say hello to the guests? And guests, can you just say hello to all these amazing children? Okay, good. So everybody knows everyone. Fantastic. Okay, good. So what we're going to do, I'm going to do a countdown. You're all going to join me in this countdown from 10 down to 0. At the end of the countdown, can you have a big, big cheer, please? And that's when our live stream and our filming is going to start. So don't forget to cheer, because otherwise it'll just be really quiet, which is strange. And then I will hand over to Pete and to Paul and to Jonathan and everybody else to run the event. So here we go. Are you ready? With a countdown, nice and quiet. Thank you all. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Snape Maltings Concert Hall for our Friday afternoon's performance. It's great to have you all here, 19 schools from across Suffolk, which is absolutely fantastic. And without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Pete Latanka, who's going to be leading us through this afternoon, Paul Whitaker, who is going to be signing everything that we're doing and singing, which is brilliant, Jonathan Rutherford on the piano, and everybody else will be introduced later on. But have fun, enjoy, and sing well.
Our first song, The Oak and the Ash. I will count you in like this. There are notes, and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Got it? Here we go. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
yourselves a round of applause. Now, because this is being streamed around the world, I feel like it's weird to just sort of end a song with silence. I think we should big ourselves up every chance we get. So how about at the end of every song, we clap ourselves? And if you're watching in schools, and if you're watching wherever you are in different countries, please clap with us, clap ourselves at the end of each song. The next song are all the glimpses that we see from a railway carriage. Very nice. Snape Maltings Concert Hall. You've got to be careful, like, if you're going to clap yourself, you don't want to be such an enthusiastic audience for yourself that you kind of clap before you finish the song. Do you know what I mean? That would just be weird if you're like, each a glimpse, and go, yeah, woo, we've done it. Be cool with it, we'll clap at the end. Very, very beautiful singing. Our next song, we were talking about what it is that birds say to each other. And how sometimes you think they're saying good morning, you think they're saying the sun has woken up just for you. But actually they're often saying, do you know what? You want to get in a scrap with me? I'm going to ruffle some of your feathers. You want to get in a scrap with me? I'm going to turn you back into an egg. But these bird songs, when we slow it all down, we can hear what they're saying. They're talking about the people they love. They're talking about the places they want to live. They're talking about the food they want to eat. Let's hear what the birds sing.
Yes.
extraordinary about pieces of music like this? So Nico Muhly, who wrote these exquisite, beautiful pieces, has described so clearly how he wants these pieces sung and performed. So look, I don't know whether you probably can't see from here, but like every note has a little description. It's not good enough just to say, yeah, this is an A and this is a G sharp, whatever. This has got like pedal points where you want to put the pedal on the piano, where you want to put the pedal down, where you want to lift it up. It's got sort of notes where you want to attack them, notes where you want to lay back, when you want to get louder, when you want them to make them really sort of spiky and staccato, when you want to make them smooth and legato. It's so detailed. It's like a treasure map. So at the end of like those pieces, why I'm just like, we shouldn't big ourselves up too much, is that Nico's put like these little notes. He wants Jonathan to play that last note that goes da da swing, and he wants that little breath before we clap. Get the idea? So from now on in, I'm going to give you a point when I want you to clap. Got it? So beautiful. You guys are sounding absolutely fantastic. I hope people across the world are also sounding as fantastic as we are here at the Snape Maltings Concert Hall. Now, we have young and old. I'm going to count us in like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Ah, ba, 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 da, da, da. Got it? So you'll hear Jonathan play his chord first. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, da, da, ah, and then we're in. Everybody ready? Good luck. Here we go. Make sure you're sitting tall. When all there are notes. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. When beautiful from where I'm sitting, and I'm sure all around the world as well. So thank you for singing beautifully. Now we've got a bit of a special treat for you actually. Children, you can sit back for 5 minutes and relax and put your word sheets on your laps or down and just enjoy the next 5 minutes. You don't have to do any work, you'll be pleased to hear. So as part of the Friday Afternoons project, every year we run a competition that young people can enter, and it's a songwriting competition or a composition competition to produce a new song. So earlier this year, we thought, who can we ask to write a poem or write some new words that people can set to music? So we thought we'd try and ask Michael Morpurgo, who I'm sure many of you have heard of, and you've read his books, and you know all about him, I expect. So Michael very, very kindly agreed to do this. So he wrote a beautiful, beautiful poem, which he'll tell you about in a minute. And young people from around the country then set that poem to music. They sent all of their songs to us, and we picked a winner from those, who we'll also tell you about in a little while. So I just want you to please give a big, big cheer for the amazing Michael Morpurgo, who is here and is going to tell us more.
Everyone's been asking you to clap, and I've just told you to stop it. This is wonderful. It's an honour to be here. I've never been in this building before where so much wonderful music is made. And it's the making of music, the making of songs, That's why I'm here, and really because I love the idea that children can sing, as you have sung beautifully. They can write, as many of you do already, and some of us, some of them, some of you, can write music. And I thought the opportunity to make a poem which can be set to music by a first-time composer was wonderful. Because that is how all the great composers that you've ever heard of began, with a first song, with a first piece of music. And that's what we're going to be hearing later on. But I was asked to write the words, not the music. I couldn't do that. The words I'm sort of all right with. But it was difficult because I was told I should, if I could, choose a subject which was connected to this part of the world, to Suffolk. I've got a problem about that. I don't know Suffolk very well at all. I've been here. I think it's wonderful. I think the light on the North Sea is glorious. I think the colour of the beaches is terrific. I think the architecture is wonderful. But I live somewhere else. I live in the west of England. So this, in a way, is foreign country for me. Therefore, all the more fascinating. And I thought hard about Suffolk. And I have one memory of it, which I thought I could make into a song. But it's not my memory. I must explain myself. It's very difficult for you looking at me to understand that I was once unbelievably young. And I had parents. Can you imagine that? I had parents. Sadly, they're not with me anymore, but this is a song really about my mother and my father, and here's why I wrote it. There was a terrible war, some of you will know about it, the Second World War, which ended in 1945. I was 2 years old at the time. I didn't know anything about anything. As you know, war does terrible damage. It kills people, it ruins lives, it wrecks societies. We know all that. And mourn it, grieve it. It also breaks up families. And in my case, what happened was that my mother, while my father was away at the war, met and fell in love with another man. So my father comes back from the war in 1946, just after the war had ended, to discover that his place in the home had been taken. Now, he had two sons, me and my brother. He's a very sweet man, a very kind man, and he didn't want to give up. So he said to my mother, look, will you give me one chance, one last chance to see if I can mend this marriage? Will you come to the place we both love most, which is a place called Southwold? The reason they loved Southwold so much is that before the war, when they were young and married and happy, they were both actors, and they had acted in the theatre in Southwold Pier. And they'd been really happy there. So he said, come back to me, we're going to go on a cycling holiday for a week, and if at the end of that week you still want to go off with this other man, then you do that. Well, that's what happened. They came down to Southwold, they lived in a bed and breakfast, and they cycled off and they walked through that wonderful landscape of reeds and remembered what they remembered. But it wasn't good enough. Sadly, they did break up. I was adopted by my stepfather, whose name was Morpurgo. Otherwise, I wouldn't be called Morpurgo, I'd be called Bridge. So it was a story which made my life. It's a very sad story. And I think when you write, you have to write about what you feel about and you care about, whether you're writing music or whether you're writing words. So I wrote this piece, which I'll read to you before you hear later on the song. I wander the streets, the pier, and the beaches, as they must have done. Ride out through the corn, see larks on the wing, as they must have done. Walk on the wild side, lost in the reeds, as they must have done. And the reeds whisper, they came this way, trod these stones, seeking, never finding, tried but lost their way, and was the sea this soupy brown, and did the wind sigh so sad. Please stay with me as once we were, before the storms of war. We made a life together then, before the storms of war. Grew our children, watched them run, before the storms of war. That was then, and this is now. I wish it was not so. You were not there to comfort me. I wish it was not so. You left an empty space behind. I wish it was not so. But here we are now, together again. The war is past and done. I am who I was, and you are too. The war is past and done. Let's be as we were and try again. The war is past and done. You are my old love, but I have a new. We could not help ourselves. The space you left, he filled for me. We could not help ourselves. I am promised to him. No turning back. We could not help ourselves. What will I be without you there? I have dreamed of nothing else. What of the children, of home and hearth? I have dreamed of nothing else. Stay with me and be my love. I have dreamed of nothing else. They walked the pier, once players there. The waves of time roll in. The larks have gone, no song, no trill. The waves of time roll in. Lost among the reeds they were. The waves of time roll in, and the reeds whisper, they came this way, trod these stones, seeking, never finding, seeking, never finding, tried but lost their way. And was the sea this soupy brown? And did the wind sigh so sad? That's it. So, that's kind of you. Now, of course, the words on their own are nothing. What those words were begging for was a composer, a terrific composer, and the country was searched, and an extraordinary composer was found. I am going to bring her onto the stage. She comes from a place called Liverpool, which is almost as far away as Devon. So give her a huge welcome to Cassie White. I think you're going to hear, am I right, Cassie's song right now. Get off stage, Michael.
Stay with me as once we were before the storms of war. We made a life together. That was then and this is now. I wish it was not so. You are there to comfort me. I wish it was not so. You left an empty space behind. I wish it was not so.
And the reeds whisper, they came this way, trod these stones,
Seeking, never finding,
seeking, never finding. And was the sea this soupy brown?
and did the
Did
wind
the wind sigh so sad? But here we are now together again. The war is past and done. I am who I was, and you are too. The war is past and done.
Let's be as we were and try again. The war is past and done.
The reeds whisper, they came this way, trod these stones,
Seeking, never finding,
seeking, never finding.
and was the sea this
Soupy brown,
and did the
wind sigh so sad.
You are my old love, but I have a new. We could not help ourselves.
The space you have left, he filled for me. We could not help ourselves.
I am promised to him. No turning back, we could not help ourselves.
And the reeds whispered, they came this way, trod these stones, seeking, never finding,
Seeking, never finding.
and was the sea this soupy brown, and did the wind sigh so sad?
What will I be without you there?
I have dreamed of nothing else.
What of the children of home and hearth?
I have dreamed of nothing else. Stay with me and be my love. I have dreamed of nothing else.
And the reeds whisper, they came this way, trod these stones,
Seeking, never finding,
seeking, never finding.
and was the sea this soupy brown, and did the wind sigh so sad?
They walked up here, once placed there, the waves of time rolling. The larks have gone, no song, no trill, the waves of time rolling. Lost among the reeds they were, the waves of time rolling. And the reeds whisper, they came this way, trod these stones,
Seeking, never finding,
seeking, never finding,
and was the sea this soupy brown?
and did the wind sigh so sad?
Now, you guys are back in the game. Your shoulders a little rub. Roll your shoulders. Go like this. Get your game faces on. Sit up like you're standing up. Now, here we go. For our song, The Rain, we have some beautiful signs that we would like to teach, remind you of in the Snape Maltings Concert Hall, but also teach people who aren't involved here. Paul, would you be able to show us, remind us of our signs for the rain? Just the rain is falling all around, it falls on... Rains on the umbrellas here, and all the ships at sea. Let's do it all together, all of us. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rain is falling all around. It falls on ships and trees. It rains on the umbrellas here, and all the ships at sea. Paul told us earlier that this is ships, but if you go like this, it's the Titanic. So let's be easy with that one. For people at home, what we've done is we've divided this concert hall into 4 parts. You might want to do that with the groups that you're sitting with. We have group 1 on this side of the stairs and our corresponding singer, group 2 with our corresponding singer, group 3, and group 4. The rain. I'm going to count us in like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The rain. Got it? So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're in. Here we go. Good luck. Group 4, you're with me. Group 1, keep your eyes open on your corresponding singer. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The rain. The rain. The rain. The rain. The rain. The rain.
the rain is falling all around, falls and smooth and sea. It falls on the umbrellas here, and the ships at sea.
The rain is falling all around.
Thank you so much. Very thank you. Our next song, In Autumn. I'm very curious about, there's that line that says, I do not, where does it say? I walk not seeing where I tread and keep my heart with fear. I walk not seeing where I tread and keep my heart with fear. So what do we think? Why can't you see where you're treading in autumn? Tell me. Because of all the leaves. That totally makes sense to me. And then it gets kind of a little bit spookier because it says, for something lingers here. Something lingers here, a touch of April, not yet dead. So something hangs around, something that shouldn't be alive really when everything has got colder in autumn. Something that's back to from when spring, when it was much warmer, would somehow be in those leaves. That you've got to be careful where you tread. I have asked so many people what this thing is that lingers from April. Some people have told me bugs, little insects. Some people have told me hedgehogs. Some people have told me snakes. I don't know what it is. I want you to think about what it is. Maybe after the concert, go home and talk to people. Try and work out what it is that's still lingering on from springtime, that's still around in autumn. This is In Autumn. Can you give us our starter note? In autumn there's our note. And on to winter time. I'm going to count this in like this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Late lies, and that's where we come in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Late. beautiful singing. You're doing such good work. Do you remember when I was telling you about this man, this extraordinary man, Nico Muhly, who's written all of this with such detail, telling us when he wants you to really attack the notes, when he wants you to lean back, when he wants you to sing louder, when he wants the piano player to put the pedal down, when he wants it to lift it up. This man, he lives in New York, but he's working all around the world. He's sort of working in England, and he's working absolutely everywhere, writing lots and lots of music, including these exquisite 6 songs. I didn't tell you something, though. He's here. He's here in the building. He was like, Pete, don't big me up too much, but I can't help it. He's really good. Can I welcome to the stage Nico Muhly? Please, there's the mic.
Thanks. I'm going to speak for about 31 seconds just to say it is so incredible all the work that you've put in from your teachers, from your parents, from all of you individually. It's really, really touching and incredibly moving for me to see this happen. I was also once young, and I was a singer when I was more or less your age, and this is such an incredible thing to be making music with each other. And I really loved writing these pieces. It reminded me of why I'm a musician professionally now, is when I was your age, I just got sort of stung by the music bug. And writing these was incredibly sort of evocative of that time and the enormous power that music has. So I just want to thank everyone for being here and for having learned these things so beautifully and so professionally and so, yeah, it just sounds great. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And so to our final song, Warm Summer Sun. We have some more signing which we would love if we could all learn and remind ourselves of, learn for people who aren't here with us here at the Snape Maltings Concert Hall. Paul has two signs for good night. The first one. Can we all practice the first one once more time? The first one again. The first one is not too sad. And the second one is thank you. So we have divided Snape Maltings Concert Hall into two. People on A give me a big wave. People in B give me a big wave. Remember, if you're doing this away from this concert hall, it'd be fun to divide yourselves into two groups. I'm going to be conducting the first group with my left hand, second group with my right hand. So you guys be ready for, starting note. Good night, remember, good night, good night. You will see me count to 7. That's when I want you to return to good night, 7 times. Keep your eyes on me. Good luck. I'm going to count this song in like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Good night. Get the idea? Tiny bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolutely exquisite. I'm so pleased you've sung it so perfectly well. Thank you so much.
It's my job to finish up by saying huge thank yous to lots and lots of people here. I always think you can gauge a good moment and a good event by whether it's made you laugh and cry. So today, I've laughed and cried. So thank you very, very much. That was absolutely stunning. So I have got the great pleasure of thanking lots of people. First of all, can we just say a huge, huge thank you to Pete Latanka for guiding us through what's just happened. I think you'll all agree Pete is phenomenally talented at getting large numbers of people doing something quite magical, so thank you from all of us here. Next, thank you. We need to thank Paul Whitaker for helping us through what we've been doing with signing today. Absolutely beautiful. Next, all of our musicians. So we've been very lucky to have the very talented pianist Jonathan Rutherford here with us today. And of course our four singers, Sarah, Liz, Tim and Kevin, for singing Cassie's song so beautifully. Of course, enormous thanks to Michael Morpurgo. And we have to say after Michael, well done and thank you to Cassie. So we're nearly there. There's lots of people to thank, but I promise I've nearly finished. So we also need to thank people that you might have noticed but have been sort of calmly doing things in the background. All of our technical team that have made the streaming happen today. Big thank you to them, as well as all the other people that have been tweeting and social media. I think the one before last is to thank our audience, who I think have been singing along. Thank you to the audience. And absolutely finally, I promise, and probably saving the best till last, we all need to say an enormous thank you to the schools, the 19 schools that are here today from all over Suffolk, to the children, the teachers, the parents. Thank you for being so incredibly supportive of this project. Huge thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. We did it. Well done. Thank you.